Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy today to be here with our project that is called International Footprint for Perla community. And today with us connected from Ancona, where she lives now, we have Mustafa. Good morning, Kuno, and thanks for being here with us.
Good morning. Good morning. It was a pleasure.
I'm really happy to have Kuno with us because, apart from the fact that we like to interview people from all around the world, because the aim with this format is to know better tradition, culture, and also creating bridges with women from all over the world. And also because you are very young, and I really, because Kuno is 20, correct, Kuno?
Yes.
So very, very young, and it's important to understand what young people think and do because they are a very great inspiration for all of us. So, Kuno, let's start our conversation. We have more
Mhm.
or less 5 questions related to you and your life and also your business life because Kuno is already an entrepreneur, a very young entrepreneur. So, first question, Kuno, is you are coming from Pakistan and you came here some times ago. We would like to know before going in depth on your actual life, what was, even if you are very young, as we said, what was your life? If you can tell us about your daily life in Pakistan.
Okay, so back in Pakistan, before coming to Italy, I was on a gap year. I just got done with my studies and I took a gap year because I wanted to unwind and relax and find out who I really am and what I would want to do with my business. So during that gap year, I was fully focused on my business Q&E and I was setting up pop-ups at different universities, colleges, schools, and one of the most remarkable pop-ups that I did was at a mall called Lucky One. I was there for 3 days straight, and I think it was one of my favorite pop ups that I've done till now.
Wow, amazing. And it's also amazing that you already question yourself about who you are. And especially, we will see later who you want to become. So, this is really amazing from a very young girl, a woman like you. So you are in Ancona now, base that is a very small city in the center of Italy on the coast. I'm coming from there too, so I know a lot about that city. But Kuno, her origins are from Karachi, that is one of the biggest city in Pakistan, made up of around 18 million of people. So the difference between Karachi and Ancona should be very high. So first of all, my question is why have you come to Italy? In the sense, why you've chosen or come to Italy? Why do you like a lot Ancona? Because you told me that you like a lot Ancona compared to your very big city. And what are you doing here exactly?
So basically, Italy specifically because I'm here for my bachelor's, I'm here for my studies. But other than that, the architecture over here had really attracted me ever since I was young. We've seen it in our videos and movies, in our history books, and I always wanted to see it with my own eyes. And now that I finally get to experience it myself, it feels unreal, but it also feels really fulfilling that it's finally happening. And since I grew up in Karachi, it's a really big and crowded city. It's the business center of Pakistan. So compared to Ancona, it was really loud, it was crowded, it was huge, it had skyscrapers everywhere. And but I really wanted to experience what it feels like to live in a small place, in a quiet place, which also has the sea and the hills. These are one of my two of my favorite things. And when I came to Ancona, I saw all of these things together. It felt like Ancona was specifically curated for me, which is why I think I love being over here.
Yes, amazing because of course all the time now people search usually what do they don't have in that period of life. And but it's also true that I mean in the latest studies they found out, scientists found out that there are places in the world with their energies that are better for us than other places. So maybe who knows, Ancona would be one of those that are great for Qunoot, who knows? Anyhow, Kuno, yes, thanks for this. I agree that small city have a lot of advantages. Of course, big city also have advantages, but it depends on everyone's own characteristics, needs, research on that period also of life. So, can you tell us more about what are you studying here exactly in Ancona? What subjects do you study?
So I'm studying at Uni VPM at the Polytechnic University of Marke, and over here I'm doing my bachelor's, and in my first year, doing bachelor's in digital economics and business, and I think it really aligns with what I'm actually doing. So all the knowledge that I'm getting to learn from there, it's going to help me fuel my business.
Yes, in fact, the next question is related to your business because as we have a little bit anticipated at the beginning, Kono, even if she's only 20, she is already a business owner, a very young business owner running two different businesses, one in Pakistan and one in Italy, but they are both focused on overall the market of fashion. Can you tell us a little bit more about, especially the first one that is not jewelry, the one that is connected to fashion, because I want to go in depth, more in depth in the jewelry because it's really yours. So first, tell us about a little bit more about the fashion ones.
So basically, in Pakistan, I run two businesses. One of them is the jewelry page, and the other one is a thrift page. So the thrift page revolves around reselling and basically reselling vintage items. And now that we see that there's so much fast fashion in consumption, there's a lot of waste being produced, and it's all going into the landfill. And I really wanted that people give a chance, like a second chance to clothing and to bags and shoes and material, basically, a second chance. And I think my page in Pakistan really focuses on that. And it's really helping um, promote eco friendly shopping for people.
So this is really important, no, for all of us. No? Sustainability is connected to the sustainability subject. You 2 days ago, I had interviewed another very young girl. She's from Venezuela, but she's based in Italy, as you, and she's an economist, environment economist, and she
Mhm.
was saying exactly the same. I would say the same team. She was sharing the same mission, no? To be eco-friendly, to be sustainable as much as possible. This is really good that young people are thinking and acting in this way. So great job and thanks for what you're doing. But my next question is related to the other business that you make by your own because Kuno, she is fond and very passionate about jewelry and she creates her own objects, her own pieces. And so please, Kuno, tell us more about this and especially how did you understand that you have this talent related to overall creativity, not just jewelry?
I think I would really want to give all of the credit for my talents and my creativity to my mother. She was the one who was really artistic. She was an artist and she used to do calligraphy. And I think I've gotten it all through her. And growing up, I got to see her working. And I think that really ignited all of that talent into me. And I remember she used to bring me these little bead kits and bead boxes when I was a child. And I used to make up little crafts and I used to make little pieces for my dolls and for myself. And ever since that, I was always into all of that. I used to make art, I used to make crafts. And once COVID hit, I really wanted to start something of my own. And because I had so much time on my hands, I decided that I want to actually start making jewelry for people to wear because I wanted my art and my talent to be worn and seen on various people because it's like a really fulfilling experience to see that your crafts are being worn by other people. And once I started, I got my skills polished over time and I learned about different techniques and how there are different types of jewelry. And ever since that, I think I've really grown into it and it's one of my favorite things to do now.
So this again is amazing. It's something that is part of your DNA because
Yeah.
it's coming from your mother and passed to you. I have another question for you related to this because you told me that when you were not doing that, you were feeling sad. You were not happy because you were not doing something that really it's you. Can you tell us a bit more about this? Because it's connected to the knowledge of ourselves. So, how much for you is important to know yourself in order to do something that is connected to your real inner part?
I feel once we actually find out that what we're really into and we connect to it, when we take time away from it or when we're like unable to do it, some part of us feels disconnected. And that is what happened with me when I came to Ancona, because I only came over here with a 23 kg luggage. I didn't bring any of my beads, I didn't bring any of my raw materials, not even my sketchbook or my colors, because as a creative person, for me, it is really crucial and important to let out my creativity one way or the other. So when I came over here, I felt like all of that creativity was in a block and I couldn't really express myself. So I asked my mom to send me my raw materials, even my colors, my sketchbook, and paints. And when I finally got that, I instantly got to making something because I really felt that all of that was built up inside me. And once I started doing that, everything around me started feeling lighter because I could finally realize who I really am. I connected to myself, I grounded myself, and it really helped me settle down over here.
I totally agree with you. So you are saying that knowing yourself is the key to well-being. Uh,
Yes.
so anyhow, you are studying digital and economics. That, in a certain sense, in this environment, in this history period, is really important because your pages, your in e-commerce, not e-commerce, but Instagram pages are very much followed. So, for example, the one in Pakistan, how many followers do you have right now?
I've on the jewelry page in Pakistan, I've got around 13,500 followers, and on my thrift page, I've got 11K followers.
So, this is how, in fact, digital can be of supporting, of course, your creativity.
Yeah, so I've got my business on multiple platforms. I've started on Instagram, I've got my page on TikTok, and I'm also running a website through Shopify. So I think that all three of these platforms really help me connect to people and audience that are interested in products that I sell.
Yes, totally agree. So this is was just to let people understanding that creativity it's your inner part, but then you have for sure be connected with the world through all these platforms. So digital and creativity together.
Mhm.
Great. So related to, I mean, next step, okay? You are 20, you are in Italy, but you have for sure more objectives to come in the near future. Have you already thought about your next steps ahead, both related to studies, maybe, and also business?
So regarding my studies, I think I would, after completing my degree over here, I would really want to pursue my business and focus on that really. One of the things that I want to achieve is to operate my business Q&E in multiple countries, and I've got a couple of projects in mind that I would really want to fulfill through like-minded people. So let's see how that goes.
This is great. I mean, again, from my point of view, listening to a very, very young girl like you, that you have objectives where you are, is really amazing because when me and people like my age were young as your age, we were not thinking as you are doing now. So I see how women have developed in this period, and this is really great because it's the possibility not only for freedom but also to realize yourself and become happy because happiness is connected to self-realization. So this is one of the most important steps and great, Kuno. So, coming to our more or less last question, you have left your country and living the original country is always difficult. It's not easy at all because we have family, friends, habits there. Can you tell us a bit more? What have you suffered the most, and what are you missing the most from your country?
I think when I came over here, one of the first things that I really suffered from is actually stepping out of that bubble because I haven't been out of my country ever, and especially by myself. So taking this step itself was a really big thing for me. And then finding how to do even the smallest things, daily life to life activities, was a really big task for me without any support, without anything knowing anything about this place. It was really difficult. And I think one of the things that I miss the most about my country is that being with my family and actually visiting the places that I really loved over there. There was one of the markets that I really enjoyed going to. I think that's the place that I really want to go again. And I've been trying to look for a similar place over here, but I don't think you can ever find that homely feeling anywhere else other than your home country.
Absolutely. I believe that origins is for everyone the roots that will remain always within the person. So, but it's also beautiful because it provides you those type of emotions that still connected you with your country and of course your family. How many times do you call or see your family through video, audio call?
I think it's a daily thing now. My day doesn't go without calling my family. We're almost calling each other every 3, 4 hours, either on audio call, on video call. At least we do video call once a day because that really helps me connect to them and finally feel that, okay, I've got people here, I've got people supporting me, even if they're not actually here with me in person, but I've got them through the video calls.
I can imagine, I can imagine. It's really important to have a family aside, no, who can help you also in those days that maybe could be a little bit more difficult than others. So absolutely, and I believe also that video conferencing is really an helpful, very helpful tool. So before coming to our end, Kuno, it's really nice to know that in a such small city like Ancona, in our university, there is a place inside where international people studies. How many international people and from other countries you know where you study? Can you tell a little bit more about your environment there?
Because I'm doing the English course of digital economics and business, mostly all of the students that I have in my batch in my class are international students, and I get to see various people from various ethnicities and different parts of the world, and it's a really nice experience because I get to learn about their cultures and what it's like in their countries. And I've made a couple friends, and one of them is from Tunisia and one of them is from Ethiopia. And it's been a little difficult finding somebody from my own country, but I think that's the part of the deal. I get to learn about more people of different countries, so I think that's a really good thing as well.
I totally agree with you. That's part of the deal. I mean, it's a very incredible for you experience to know people from other part of the world. Otherwise, no, you share the same more or less culture with people of your same country. So I understand that could be difficult, but on the other side, it's really helpful to know other countries. So I'm really happy because of this, because once again, we were not having such a type of in university with international people coming in Ancona. So it's not only that Italian people, young Italian people are going abroad, but also a lot of young, amazing people like you are coming to our country. So it's a very positive news. Kuno, to finish and to terminate, unfortunately, our call, we usually close with a suggestion that you
Mhm.
can provide to young people, not only young people like you, because bravery, it's part of you. is not connected to a certain age, but bravery is connected to everyone at any age. So if you would like to give a piece of suggestion to also a young girl who wants, one young woman who wants to understand what to do in her life, or maybe also changing her life as a certain period, even if not very young. What suggestion could you provide?
I think this is specifically targeted towards young girls. I would say it's a really important thing in now's age that you really have to be financially independent and to be confident in yourself. And I feel that we're always waiting for some sort of acknowledgement from somebody else or that push from somebody else to start what we really want to do. But I feel that we shouldn't really wait for that from somebody else. I think we should be our own driving force. And if this is for girls, if you've got any talent, if you've got any idea that you really want to work on, this is a really important thing. I think you should start it. You should take the leap of faith and you should do what you really want to do because that is how you find yourself.
Your words are really, amazing because I, again, totally agree with you since the beginning of our call, but also since the beginning of our talk. So it's really important to listen to what Kono is saying. He's doing that, so she's not just telling us what to do, but she has put in place her thoughts, her passions, her dreams. And there is a scientist, a lot of scientists that now are saying that what we think we can realize. So put your focus with your mind on what you really want to achieve, and universe will help you to achieve all your goals. So, Kuno, thanks a lot for sharing your incredible and also short, because we are young, experience in life.
It was lovely. It was lovely being on this call with you. I loved sitting over here and getting to talk to you about all of my achievements and thoughts. It was amazing.
I'm sure that you will inspire a lot of people of different ages. And I will also come back to you for other activities because I really believe that you are a great role model for many of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, Kuno, thanks a lot. Have a great day and see you soon.
See you.